So Mandy Crawford has an information security forum that the Texas Department of Information Resources puts on. She asked John and I to come out there. We haven't met. We're going to be on a panel, I think like 10 o'clock that morning, something like that. We're supposed to go on stage, and I was staying at, I think, an Embassy Suites right there on the Yeti office, I think. The Yeti office right there in downtown Austin.
Oh, yeah.
It was sprinkling and just misting a little bit. I'm in my, jeans, blazer, button down. I have my little backpack on. I'm like, I'm not going to take an Uber. I love scootering. It's fun. And so I grabbed a scooter right outside there, and if anybody else struggles with the blue dot sometimes on maps sending us the wrong way, it sends me across the bridge on Congress, like towards downtown. I'm like, wait, now it's telling me to make a U-turn. Now I'm kind of running a minute behind. I was going to get there early, but whatever. So I turn around and I'm booking it. I saw a 2 and a 7 on the scooter at one point coming down that hill. And it's now picking up a little bit on the rain. I'm like, I'll be okay. And I come down the hill. I pass the Yeti office. I'm an all gas, no brakes kind of guy. And I look right, look left, see that I can go. I'm looking at traffic. And then the next thing I remember, I am in the third lane of traffic with my feet facing the direction that my face was supposed to be facing. And I look up in the quintessential Escalade with like the extra pearl paint job that costs more money from Cadillac, has her big Uber and Lyft buttons lit up, and she's just looking at me with like this condescension of like, shouldn't have ridden a scooter, should have taken an Uber, little boy. And so I showed up at it's now pouring. Mm-hmm. I showed up at the Information Security Forum to walk up to the check-in desk looking like a cat that had been dunked in a bathtub. And I go to check in and the lady's like, can we help you? And I was like, I'm one of your speakers. And she laughed. And so I had asphalt all over me, got it cleaned up enough. John and I met. We have begged. Nobody could do it. I gave Mandy, we called on Sellison, Chris Stewart, everybody we knew. Everybody, we're like, you can have open license to use the footage, because there was a traffic cam there. We've never been able to get the footage, and it's one of like my big regrets, because I still to this day don't know if I flipped or I don't know what I did, but my older siblings gave me so much practice tripping and falling by shoving me that I somehow broke nothing, and it worked. But
congratulations.
We met that day. That's the chuckle of the infamous day. We met that day on stage, and one of the things I think I said that day, but I've been very vocal, we have to stop talking about recruit and retain as if it's one thing. Like our people are chattel, or like recruiting is not, everyday unrestricted free agency. I always felt like it's my job to create a culture that people wanted to be in. And then if they had the opportunity to go somewhere else, I thought if people aren't trying to hire my team, that's a real problem. Like that's an indictment if people are not trying to hire away from me. That's saying I'm not doing a good job recruiting. And so I wanted my team and had a couple examples where I wanted people to come in and say, hey, I've got this opportunity. And I would kind of tell them, like, I'm happy to dust off the recovering lawyer skills and negotiate your deal for you. Like, make that company negotiate with me on your behalf. But I want you to be able to walk into the executive that's responsible for this organization, freely able to talk about, I have this opportunity. I don't know if it makes sense. Talk to me about it. So I tried very hard to show them, like, I don't own you. You are not chattel.